They'll be calling you a radical. So I wanted to do this video exactly as close as I could get to this horrible, the worst event in human history that no one seems to give a fuck. Who knew that we'd ever get to a place? 9 years. Right now. It was late that evening, the 10th here in the United States of Usury. It's a Fukushima worker's helmet. How many people have lost their lives in the tsunami? How many people have lost their lives forced labor in the cleanup process? Well, we know at least 400,000 in the tsunami. My estimate, Fukushima workers, well over 100,000 have given their lives in this so-called cleanup effort. How many people across the globe have lost their lives from Fukushima? From cancer, that probably never even ever connect the dots that it was Fukushima that killed them. Millions. How many lives, beings in the Pacific Ocean has it killed? It's the greatest event in human history. I mean, we live in such a freak show in the United States of Usury that no one gives a fuck about anything. Nothing. Not the debt, fucking not their neighbor, not their environment. How can they care about a fucking animal? They don't. So, I was going to be in the Central Coast, but I just I don't have enough money. I mean, it's that simple and then my doctor says he wants to run another blood test on me before because, the coronavirus scare. Who would have known? 9 years. And this needs to be said too, that fucking piece of shit pro-nuclear rat Trump. We had a chance with this genre. We did a lot of good work. A lot of people, a lot of good work got accomplished. My activism, I finally had a place where people could find it. But Trump killed net neutrality. Net neutrality is over. That was Trump's doing. You're a counterculturist. The pro-nuclear, he's more pro-nuclear than even Trump, even more than Obama. I didn't think it was possible. We haven't had an anti-nuclear in the fucking White House since John Kennedy. Well, I take it back. I think Carter was probably pretty anti-nuclear. Compared to these guys, even Reagan was. Reagan, well, Nancy was. Her funeral was on the 5th anniversary of Fukushima 4 years ago. I was a Son Onofre. We did get that win, didn't we? We did get that. How many Ricotta Ikis are there in Japan? How many in the United States? I was in that bone marrow transplant center with a young girl from Chernobyl. She was 22, from the Ukraine. She died in April of 2012. She was 22. I was at the hospital the other day and I says, what an incredible hardcore outbreak that was in there. And she says, to this day, that's the biggest outbreak we ever had. 9 years, we live in a freak show where people think that nuclear reactors are some kind of science fiction thing. We're in a place where we're actually increasing nuclear. Not reactors, bombs. There's a new bill, and I'll guarantee not one single person anywhere knows about this because they're all in somewhere else. It's called Operation Pele. Yeah, like the soccer player. Pele means the little square tower in the castle days that they would. It's a new defense contract signed by Trump for Westinghouse. I'll go out and do my anniversary on tomorrow. Maybe I'll do it at Westinghouse. I got a birthday cake. I'm going to do a cake. That was Hippie with a Gun's idea. I says I think it's a good idea. 9. Not 10. Not 5, not even 8. 9. The time they forget about it, huh? How could they find me? Trump killed net neutrality. All the activism I've done, everything I've done in vain? No. Pacific Ocean is fucking collapsed. Pacific Ocean is post-Fukushima is over 90% dead. No one cares. No one gives a fuck. Insects have collapsed. Everything's acutely post-Fukushima. And energy being released into the Pacific Ocean the whole time. Oh, they might dump water. They could. They've been doing it the whole time. It's an energy that none of you know. None of us on Earth, which I named Fuktonium. So is it a coincidence that all the tide pools died post-Fukushima? Is it a coincidence that the salmon all collapsed? Is it a coincidence that the fucking well numbers are fucking in free fall? All the insects collapse. These Fuktonium fires, as I call it, the tree collapse. Now this virus mutation from a seafood market in China. All coincidence. Scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're stumped, they're perplexed, and the American populace goes along with this fucking freak show. It's the greatest event in human history. Obama and Trump still pushing nuclear. Now we got riding with Biden. Now Biden versus Trump, the two Fukushima. Abe's still in power in Japan? What? What? Yeah. Putin's still in power? Yep. Z? What? How many people did it really kill in Japan? We may never really know that number because it's still killing. You know, Ricotta Iki's alive. Boy, talk to her. The price she's paid so far, and she's still in the fight. Cost her Olympic freaking career, sucked up to this big. But you got to realize how much resources they threw at her. How many young women in Japan are dead? How many here? I mean, who knew? Well, I always knew that the Nuclear had tentacles everywhere, and they wielded all kind of power, and they had recruited and built this legacy of sociopaths, of liars, of sick killers like the Jack Welches of the world, you know, these creeps, these lying academia scumbags, and these fake scientists, and, you know, kill anybody, no respect for animals, no respect for the sea. You know, I guess I grew up in a different place and a time. I grew up in the 60s and 70s when we were taught to really respect the Pacific Ocean, the mighty blue lady, the mother of life. I guess I don't know. I just clung on to all that stuff because I intuitively knew that it was right. And I intuitively knew that, you know, and everybody used to be like that. I mean, I don't know. I guess something, maybe a meteor did hit the earth and took over everybody's minds. But no one gives a fuck. Our teeny fucking army. I want people to know this. It doesn't matter if I have 3 people supporting my activism or 3 million. It doesn't matter if I have 3 views on a YouTube site or 3 million. It doesn't matter if I'm walking the coast of California or up in a politician's face or fucking in a hearing or in Vienna. If 2 people understand that I've done it, I'm doing it. Because it's more than me, we, the sea. There's an energy about us. There's an energy all over us. I've always known that. I've always known that's what it is. We're a piece of this energy. We come from the sea. That's where we come from. It's the crux of life, of all spirituality, of everything that matters. You know, the sushi chefs, the old ones, you know, I talked to Rachel, it's about the way we kill the fish. Gray wells, nothing more sacred. I know that. I know that. Chinook salmon, nothing. 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 Doesn't matter if you live in the high desert of Utah or on the Monterey Pacific Grove Peninsula or in Manhattan or fucking Beaver Bend, Iowa. Everybody just stood by and watched it. Been thinking a lot about it. It's very depressing, but I think about it all the time. That energy, you know, the light, I call it. It's always been in me. You're either part of it, you're either good or you're evil. You're connected and you're loving and you're caring and you fight for her and you defend her and you care about all life, all living things. Or you don't. This is way bigger story than us memes and our tiny little short lives on this rock, this planet. It's way bigger than that. This fight of mine has been so spiritual. Full of leukemia, given 2 months to live in a bone marrow transplant, going in and out of a fucking coma, walking the coast. What fucking 9 years. What a spiritual fucking time it's been. What a spiritual time on earth it's been. What a heartbreaking time it has been for the animals. I remember calling the seals, being down there, and I was at Avila. I remember when there was a whole family of seals. And Joe, the wildlife photographer, said, "I've never seen anything like it." They start calling, here they come. We start talking, the whole family come right up under the pier. They're so happy to see me, so happy to sit and visit with me. I don't see any seals anymore down there. It's actually the most heartbreaking thing imaginable, this fight. I think about it, I don't know how I keep going. All the death that I've watched with animals, fuck, you don't even know how many animals I've seen dead, washed up dead, mammals, birds, how many people I've sat with that have died. I've sat with so many people in bone marrow transplants as they've passed. It's how we die, it's how we live. This is an energy that wasn't ever supposed to be here. It's pushing into our ocean. It's changed everything. Everything. No one cares? That says a lot. That says a lot about the energy and the place that human beings have gone. Who are they? What are they anymore? They have no souls anymore. They have no conscience. So, is it really a planet of humanity anymore? They're sure not part of the living web. They're not part of the ecology. They're not part of the web of life. They're not part of the light. They're not. So what are they? What are humans evolved into? I don't know. I don't know what they are. They're just things. They're shells that walk around. For a human to not have a conscious soul about the ecology and their surroundings and their environment and life, other life besides their own life, that's not a living being. That's not a living being. So maybe all these millions of people on this planet, billions, maybe, they're just dead things. They're dead things going through motions. Sure not life. It's been a spiritual journey for all of us. The fight goes on. They can fucking squash us down. They can fucking hate us. They can attack. They can do whatever these things that used to be living human beings, whatever these things, these units of consumption, these units of obey, these units of maybe whatever they have evolved into. I mean, I am still part of the sea. I am still with her. I am still with her. I am still with her. The mighty blue lady, the mother. I'm still her child. I'm still her child. I still love her. I still am connected to the seals and the whales and the mosquitoes and the birds. I am still with them. I'm still one of them. I'm going to stay there. We'll stay there until my body drips into the sea. My energy becomes more of the ecology. My heart goes out to all those beautiful souls that have died of leukemia, that fought. Whether it be a well, or a mirror, or a true living human being. There's still some. There's still some. Maybe that's why they're taken. Maybe that's why those souls go. Those strong spirits. Maybe that's where they're taken. To a place to help protect the ecology so they don't kill it all. 9 years. Wow. I can't even start to wrap my mind around this journey. The places I've went, the things I've seen, I've lived like 20 lives in the last 8 years. I mean, I can't even wrap my mind around it. I've been so focused and gone so hard and seen so much life and death, so much death, so much death, so much apathy, so much hate, so much ignorance. Spirituality is still there. The spirit of these living creatures and beings is still there. But it used to be like this before Fukushima. It's getting smaller and smaller. I can't let it die. 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 There has to be some tiny bit of humanity, of living beings that still have a spirit, that still have a living soul, that still are connected with the ecology, with the gray whales, with the humpbacks, with the sea anemones, with the sea stars, with the seals, with the seals, with the seals. There has to be some. You know, we have to be the defender. We have to be that last tiny dot that gives a fuck. We keep fighting. We keep fighting till that light goes. As long as there's a little teeny flicker, we keep rubbing sticks. And someday, Kevin Blanch's spirit and our small pulsar will be that phoenix that will rise up. Maybe it'll be millions of years now, maybe thousands, maybe hundreds, I don't know. That flicker has to be held on to, because that's what we're down to. Tiny flickering light. 9 years. No one gave a fuck. Still don't.